till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
All right. Let's go. What is going on, guys? Good morning. There was the opening bell. The SPY is trying to push 601 here. Everybody's waiting to see how the U.S.-China trade talks are going. Those talks better be good, or else I think people are going to get pissed. How we doing, though? If you're having a good morning so far, destroy that like. If not, then still hit the like. What's up, Tiger, Brain, Pew Pew, Jake, Tangy, Yusuz, Autumn, Jason, AK, TJ, Tangy Man, Vowith, Tangy Man. I was looking hard at the uranium stocks recently again. I saw UEC was on fire yesterday. Saw some good recoveries coming back in. The quad U's has been looking good recently as well. Mr. Under the Sea, what's up? He says GM with money signs. Good morning. Yesterday was huge. SPY looking pretty good. I went to a weekly by mistake. 5 minutes, not too bad here. Go see URA yesterday. Your URA was really good. Almost better than the quad U's. What's up, Adventure? Xavier. Chaos in Japan. I love that name. Go check Boeing here. Hitting around 218.50. I have this as resistance for some reason. Let's go look back and see why. Looks like we got to go pretty far back for this one. Wow. Very far back. Oh, yeah. Kind of funny. Got to go back to 2023 for this resistance here. 218.50 to 220 pretty much. Projecting pretty good there. Past couple days. Let's go, Under the Sea. Glad to hear that. If you ever need anything, definitely shoot us a message. Steve. Good morning, Steve. Steve Madden. Scruffy. Tesla pulling back slightly. Hit 318 in pre-market today. They were ripping at the end of the day yesterday and even in after hours. Very nice move out of Tesla back to the upside, but it did come back pretty hard now here. At open so far, we've been seeing a pretty hard drop out of it. For an opening move, it's not the worst thing ever. Let's go check Quantum. QBTS, D-Wave. Recovered all the way back up from yesterday's drop today on this run. But then, as we can tell, it's been a volatile morning for Quantum. First few 1 minute candles were great. Now it's right back down. QUBT, same story. It's not pulling back as much, though. It's actually up 10%, holding up much better. Do we have some news there with QUBT? I saw some news this morning with ASTS. They're joining the Russell 1000, which was nice. Saw that posted up this morning. Watching Webull. B-U-L-L. The Bull. Little 1170 resistance overhead. High of day from today anyways. Weird how they popped off and pulled back so hard. It's almost like QBTS's move, except it was even worse. AQMS, Aqua Metals. Aqua. Oh, you're Patrick. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to remember that. It'll take me a little while, but I usually get them down. Got some water this morning. What are you guys drinking out there? Any crazy energy drinks or anything? AQMS isn't doing anything. How about APLD? Pulling back 1.4%. Americanos. That means some coffee, right? Let me down this water real fast. One sec. SPY's starting to look pretty good here as it's holding above 600. Using it as support here in pre-market, we can see it pretty much touched 600, coming within 10 cents of it right before the market opened, and it's holding it pretty good so far today. It's also holding resistance good, though, around 680, so kind of like a small channel forming here this morning, but I am looking to the upside. No, I didn't watch the hockey game, but I saw some picture that showed that there was like a big fight. Something crazy. I kind of don't want Florida to win, but maybe they will. Who knows? I work as a marine bio high school teacher. Off for the summer. There we go. That's awesome. Marine biologist. That's really cool. Or marine biology. That's awesome. I'm really into that type of stuff. That's cool. I don't like swimming though. Not in the ocean, but I guess I respect them too much. Palantir, overhead resistance here, 133 this morning. They're up 0.4%. Trying to get a pop-off going here today. It's breaking out above the high of day yesterday, but it's right on resistance, which is happening a lot right now as these stocks are trying to come back. Like, look at this resistance Palantir has to contend with. It's going to be contending with that right here within the next dollar or so. All right. Hood thoughts. IONQ. Robin Hood thoughts. Let's go see the hood. The hood. There's a lot of resistance here in the short term, right around 74.15, 74.50. I do like the potential for a breakout here, though. I think the way that it's holding its ground looks very solid here today. Kind of a strange setup as well in the way that it's like stuck in channeling here. Yeah, I personally am watching for more of a breakout here up and out of this channel. It might not happen right now, but it could, and you know, there could be opportunity playing that pop, or even like preemptively trying to play the pop. Maybe if it comes back down for a test off support again, could be a good entry, but looks to be doing really good here. In the short term, I will say it almost started the like downtrend here on Monday or yesterday, but with that pop back and even the hold of support this morning, that's a pretty good sign. That's a really good sign on Robinhood for today. And let's go meta, Steve says. Really? Oh yeah. 1.2%. Not bad by him. They did close a little low yesterday, but let's go check IONQ. IMOL called it earlier. Oh my god, it's killing it. 9.3%. Wow, they are really crushing it. You got out of HMY. Okay, nice. Nice. I saw your update late last night. That was funny. Or whenever it was. I can't remember what time it was exactly. But yeah, HMY. That's pretty funny. Heard whispers about SPY rising wedge could drop today or tomorrow before CPI. Heard whispers about SPY rising wedge. It really doesn't look bad on a setup like that, if I'm being honest with you. I have so many drawings here, I'm gonna have to like highlight it in blue. It's like that. It's really not a bad setup. You know, if you're looking at like a wedge pattern like that, this is like pretty grade A, if I had to say so myself. But that doesn't mean they always have to work out. The news can shift everything. One weird thing is that we have that CPI, like you said. So CPI will be in play tomorrow for sure, 1 hour before the market opens. Be looking at this pretty hard tonight, of course. They're expecting that inflation rate to pop a little bit. If it pops more than they think, that's where things could get a little bit shaky. Personally, I don't expect that much. I don't think it's going to be that crazy, but you never know. I think we're going to really need some craziness from China. Is what we're going to need. All right. Let's do a poll here. Let's do a poll. Will the market eventually pop this week on China news? Or will the news be underwhelming? All right. Get the votes going. Will the market eventually pop this week on China news, or will the news be underwhelming? I'm also curious kind of how Apple does today. They're holding that $200 support pretty well. Traders didn't love the WWDC, but 200 is holding up. We'll see how it does as the week goes forward. Maybe some more features will be announced, something like that. HMY. Glad to hear that, though, Sloshy. Harmony. Looks like it came back pretty well today. Still look good. NASDAQ falling. What's NVIDIA up to today? Pulling back quite a bit. That's not good to see. Gonna put some pressure on the SPY and the NASDAQ. Throw up our Mag 7 setup here. Google just popped off. Google just popped off on the 1 minute. Got a lot of volume coming in. What's the news there? OpenAI taps Google for a cloud deal. OpenAI taps Google for a new cloud deal for more compute. Wow, Google really getting some movement going there. Microsoft, on the other hand, not. Microsoft dipping on that news. It's a good time to buy the CoreWeave dip today. I think you need to have some patience if you're really trying to buy the dip with CoreWeave. I would be pretty careful today with CoreWeave. I do not like a lot of this price action that I'm seeing in the short term with it. I think there could be more drop coming in. I could be wrong and it could just go up into the heavens and continue the run, but I think it's better to play it in the short term right now rather than trying to dip buy it and hold it on this overall run. I think it's almost exhausted. I think it's just up too much, HAC. Just up too much in the short term. We could start to see people try to take profits. Imagine all these people who are holding it from like 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks. They're all probably like, oh my god, it's double topping. It's time to get out. Spinach shake time, Brain said. You know, I could always be wrong and it could rip up, but as of now, it is forming like a lower high and we're going to need something crazy to really get it going through. NASDAQ turned around pretty good. Wow, Google all the way up to 180 coming up. 180 is pretty big on the book map. With how much it's popping off, this is getting pretty insane. Pretty large 1 minute candles there. Especially for a big tech stock like Google. Tesla pulling back a bit. Microsoft. It was really interesting on that pullback. With that Google news. See if it results in more downtrend from them today. Yeah, it says OpenAI taps Google in new cloud deal for more compute. Is what the initial headline had said. Yeah, that's really all I'm seeing. That's what they all posted. It says even despite being AI rivals, they did it. So it's not very good for Microsoft. They definitely didn't like that. CARM unhalted? Charisma Therapeutics. $1 a share, 328%. My gosh. Charisma. Coming in here with the penny stocks. Sitting right at $1 a share. That's going to be tough. It needs to really get a nice pop pass there. AMD's on watch, Tiger Wu says. I like it. AMD's pretty awesome in the short term. I personally like watching them to the upside quite a bit. I know Qualcomm was looking pretty good yesterday. I'm watching them quite a bit today as well. QCOM, MU maybe even thrown into the mix. Micron, nice PA today and yesterday. China export controls loosening or, you know, getting negotiated down or something like that could be pretty good. Yeah, CARM Sloshy, that's weird. I'll have to see what the news says here. Weird, I'm not even seeing any news. It just says it's moving on here. There's probably some news somewhere for it, but I don't see it. Unless it's just a random penny stock pop, you know. But I doubt it. Is Tesla ready to go? It's not looking too bad. I like the way it's moving off support. It looks pretty fire. It looks pretty ready to go. There is resistance coming up, but I love the way it held support. It does seem like an overhead base is trying to form. But if we get market-wide positivity that can easily get through there. This resistance overhead is very close to 315 to 316. Like a little $1 range right there. We can see it's even trying to almost form like a head and shoulders style of pattern here. But the way it bounced back here this morning is pretty good. Go back to other tech real quick. CNBC just reported that ChatGPT is down for some users. Go check on Navitas, which was on fire this morning in pre-market. Now it's under 8. And it's actually failing to re-break 8, sadly. Meta sucks, Steve says. Not too bad, it just pulled back a little bit. Definitely does suck this morning. Been back and forth. It was looking good to see it kind of getting back under there again. Like kind of a big range here on Meta. Look at the big range. Definitely very flat the past few days. I think traders are really awaiting for clarity on China. Mason said SPY bouncing right off the support for StockedUp algo. So which is $600.40. Let's throw it on real quick. That is a pretty good level from pre-market, that's for sure. I like this lower level down here around 599.40, 599.50 as well. Pretty good. Of course, 600's mark. Oh yeah, 601. 15 high a day. Tesla, Ryan said, looking good still. Oh yeah, there we go. Right up through that resistance. That was a pretty positive move there. I love the way it bounced off that support and ripped back towards that resistance. If it could really get a good breakout going here, that'd be perfect. It looked really strong off that. Hopefully it can actually use this as support now. Some of these lower ranges here. Like 315 to 315.60 especially. Check on the banks today. We haven't looked at them yet. Bank of America. JP Morgan. Okay, not the best action out of them today. Pull up the watch list again. Plug Power up 17%. They really roared back to life here. Plug Power the past couple trading days went nuts. That's pretty funny. Looking at them whenever we zoom in here, it's pretty funny. They ripping right back up. See what they do here is 160 comes into play. It's a pretty large resistance overhead. Go check RCAT. Wow, RCAT. Sorry, but Plug's numbers suck. Plug's numbers suck. Yeah, well, that's fair. That's totally fair. Looking at Plug's stock, I mean, it's terrible too. Totally fair. I just meant like, either way, it's ripping in the short term. Tessie popping off. I like to see that action here. Very nice. Look at that nice candle there. Wow. Let me go back to our cat real fast. Helping somebody out here. You're loving the R-Cat, Tangy says. Nice. I'm wondering where it's going to reject here, Tangy. I'm definitely worried about this overhead range holding up as resistance. 5-minute chart. Meta still rejecting. Go check in on Google. Google right at the high of the day again. Google might be trying to make a push here. Tessie's going though, 317.50. Still with really nice green candles here. Keep getting it done, Tesla. Keep getting it done. This is awesome. Threw a call in NVTS, then it broke 8. Let's go. Awesome, Ryan. Come on, NVTS. Navitas right back above 8. That's fire to see. Watch it to use $8 as support now. That would be perfect. If it does happen to pull back, hopefully it holds up at 8. Looking great, though. Might not even make a touch. How's the quantums? Oh my god, QBTS pulled back real hard. QUBT doesn't want to load. There we go. Up 13%, but they still pulled back quite a bit. They had that nice run and open, though, I gotta say. QUBT looked a lot better. Did they have some news today? I gotta type this one in. QUBT. No, nothing that I'm seeing on TOS news. Netflix is dropping. Yep, dipping quite hard. Wow. Mike's been on fire with the Netflix calls. We called it as a momentum play 2 days ago. Mike called it last night. Looking fire under that 1220 support. XRX, bottom fishing insider play. Xerox, whoa. Wow, this one seems like it has a, well, it obviously has a lot of momentum. It looks like a pretty risky hold given all the wild moves, but wow. If you catch the momentum on this one, it could be a pretty good swing, even a good day trade. certain times, but Netflix really falling off here. Look at the 1 minute, still dropping down. Watch $1,200 coming up. That's going to be a big support probably. Go back to Tessie. CGC lawsuit incoming. What? Seriously? House GOP bill would ban most hemp-derived THC products nationwide? What? Obviously, that was just probably one little thing, but... What kind of lawsuits going on with CGC, Brain? I didn't hear about that at all. What's going on with Microsoft, Clow ass? Microsoft is getting hit a bit today. Google got tapped by OpenAI. And since Google's working with OpenAI now, it was seen as a bit negative for Microsoft. They started dropping pretty much right whenever that news came out. Yeah. It's a Reuters exclusive, is it? Really? I love Reuters. Let's go. I'm trying to find the damn Reuters article. They don't have it out. At least not on the front page for me here. I'll find it though. Here we go. It's a Reuters exclusive. I like it. I have a Reuters account. I love Reuters. I think they're one of the best news sources out there, personally. If I was going to recommend one news site to subscribe to, I would say Reuters is probably one of the better, normaler news sites. I'm sure somebody's going to have a gripe about them, but... Trading View, yeah, a lot of people take it. I know. A lot of people use it and quote them and everything like that. Yahoo usually does that too, to Reuters, or with Reuters, either way. Tesla moving up towards that pre-market resistance. It just bounced off it a few minutes ago, getting closer to it again. Bye-bye, G. We got to get some China updates going on. Don't forget to vote up in the poll. 35 total votes. Get those votes in. Market Pop is obviously winning. And I don't blame that one for winning. But there is a fair amount of people that think we'll stay flat and drop, to be fair. All right, SPY looking pretty solid here. Some pretty good action to the upside. Now it's been very slow here, as we can see. SPY looks like a literal heartbeat monitor right now. It's like beep, beep, beep. But we are very close to the recent high at 601.25 and 601 resistance, of course. So this is a huge point for SPY. We'll zoom in on it. We'll put an alert up here at 601.25 so that I don't miss out as well. Oh, and I love when TradingView quits working. Whenever TradingView lags, it doesn't ever let me add alerts on here. That's crazy. I'm going to refresh it. No shot. No alerts today, I guess, TradingView. Thanks. TradingView has let us down with the alerts today. I just placed the alert on the line. It finally worked when I refreshed, so that's good. Let's see if it would do it here. Oh, neat. Google about to break highs. QQQ breaking out. Google. Oh, yeah. It's getting it done. 180's about to touch. 180 on Google. Big resistance here. It just wiped out the sellers that were stacked up. There's a whole lot stacked up at 180.50 as well, as we can see. Let's zoom way in on it. Sometimes I like doing this. It kind of blows people's minds, though, sometimes. Watching it move like this. Especially if we did it more like this. This is why the book map takes up so much computer resources right here. It's holding really well though above 180, I'll say. Oh, I spoke too soon. Bookmap has single-handedly cooked my laptop. I know, man. I think it's killed my computer, too. I feel you. I keep them all open, too. There we go. Gonna be testing 180.50 here soon. Pretty good moves above 180 right now, though. All right, let's zoom it out. Making me sick. Awesome. Meta not coming back much at all. Tesla fell back. Unfortunately, Tesla is not really breaking out right here. We'll see if it can try to hold this area as support, but kind of a weird setup now, Pessy. Gonna get the Mac Mini and probably just use the laptop for Bookmap. Hell yeah, that'd probably be smart. And then you can walk around your house and do the book maps and... You think Tesla goes up after the robo-taxi news comes out? I do think that it could end up going up after that news comes out for sure. It's pretty big news in Austin. We'll see how it goes. I mean, people know it's going to be coming out this week, so I don't know how much of it's priced in anticipation of it. Now watch it do like a crash on like the first day or something. That would suck. Go check NVIDIA support. Trying to come back. NVTS holding support really well at $8. Navitas, just like we talked about earlier, NVTS, it pulled back a little bit to the $8 support, but Ryan, I hope you're still in. It's holding pretty well at support for now. Still possibility on a comeback. I know people on here are not in the penny stocks. MGNX. I know, I didn't even want to switch to it. It's alright though. It's actually not terrible. Macro Genetics. 28%. Very crazy PA today. It's not terrible. It looks pretty good, Brain. It has some good action intraday. You know, there's like wild swings here from this low here to the high here. That's a little 14% move. Pretty good. Might have to buy Chewy if it holds 45 for a while, Slashy said. Chewy, CHWI. Let's see. Man, I'm worried about Chewy when looking at the daily chart. I think it could pull back quite a bit. Wow, Chewy. They really have popped off, though. I gotta give it to Chewy. Since those lows in 2024, that has been really good recently. I haven't looked at them too much over the past few weeks, but my gosh. They really have kept it up. How are the airlines faring right now? Delta? Not terrible, actually. AAL? How about LUV after they slashed all their stuff? Oh, they're doing good. No more free checked bags at Southwest. Unfortunately. Pricing raised, buy riding, mailing out their new chips to partners. MU, let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, IMOL, they were really ripping off here in the short term. Of course, the past couple months, they've been popping off in general, but today, the rip has been awesome. I like it. Even yesterday, we have that China export control news helping semiconductors too, but looks like MU has a ton of news on its own right. I didn't even see the news of them shipping these this morning. Wow. Yeah, that was really good news for them. All right. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I just thought they were popping off with the news from yesterday. And, you know, there were a lot of tech stocks popping off like this. Qualcomm's looking really good. A lot of semiconductors moving extremely well. For Miami, all my friends wanted to go Spirit. We're only going Spirit one way. I got $198 for their Go Big seat. Second row, you get a big seat and unlimited snacks and drinks. That's pretty cool. For United on the way back home, $350 for a basic seat. Oh yeah, United's terrible. Yeah, some of those flights I've noticed are just so expensive. It's insane. Pretty crazy. I don't mind flying though, for the most part. I normally fly Southwest only if I do, but I would go with whatever's cheap, honestly. I mean, whenever I fly Southwest and then I fly I've flown like Frontier before too. It honestly felt like the same thing. It didn't feel like that crazy of a difference or anything to me. Qualcomm was really popping off there. Go back to MU. Screw it. We'll just watch Qualcomm. It looks better. Spirit's the airline of choice for hitmen and strippers. Strippers. That's funny. There we go. SPY crossing up. 601.25 coming into play, testing the high of day from yesterday. Wow. Watching the news, nothing too nuts. Wow, we gonna get a breakout or rejection? What do you guys think? It's very close. I'm leaning more towards break, honestly, with the way things have been going lately, but it's a big level.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come.
Rejection, Chaos says. Breakout, YouTube says. HNDI. Check how many flights they have from Vegas to LA. Tells you everything, Tangi said. IMOL says they have a lot of discount airlines in Europe. They use them like taxis and can get tickets for $50. Luggage is the business, though. Oh, I see. Palantir 132. Looking at Palantir's setup today, it's pretty strange. falling down quite a lot here since popping off this morning. Going to be coming up on a lot of key support, which was previous resistance here. Literally touching it right now. See if we get a little hold here. SPY so far rejecting. See if it can get through. Wow, that's pretty crazy, Brain. I guess they know people here are gonna pay. Overpriced sandwiches. Hey, I would take a sandwich. QQQ up to 532.60. Rejecting though. Having some trouble breaking out. I don't think it looks bad though. Looks like it's trying to hold this little intraday support, which looks actually pretty good. Really good support here. I love these types of setups like this for potential bounces higher. As they hold these little supports on these pullbacks, they'll a lot of the times get a nice move up. Obviously, QQQ. We need some good action out of some of these tech stocks. Go back to the Mag 7 setup here. Tesla just started selling off, guys. The hell? That's a big rejection there. Yeah, after we saw the rejection come in up at the top, it was pretty worrying. QQQ is holding their support pretty well. We were looking at. Is the VIX up? Not really. Yeah, it's actually down. India and the US held talks on market access. In digital trade, discussions are progressing well, an official says. That sounds good. Will it be enough for SPY to break out? You will see. Looking at the news coming through right now, just reading the headlines, looking for some headlines. Nothing too crazy. SPY did just break 601.25 by a couple cents. It's very close here. Looks like it wants to go. Come on, SPY. Let's get the buyers. Where's the buyers? Check Microsoft, Google. Google looking pretty good again. Still roaring back to life. Failing to break back under key levels. We can see right here these higher lows just keep coming into play. Kind of funny. It got very close there too. Looks like Nike's doing pretty good above resistance today. I don't know, Tangy. LVWR Breakout Brain says, wow, Nike, I gotta love it. Nike's looking pretty hot here on this move today. It's kind of weird. By rejecting 601.25. Be nice to see a good break here. Oh, of course, it's going to take a little while. Another red candle coming in on the 1 minute. Look at this. It's had so many problems. I don't want to just sit on it. Go to the Mag 7 again. Aqua Metals back over $1. AQMS, Tangy says. AQMS is over $1 again. Let's see. You lied. You lied, Tangy. You said it was over $1. It's at 99 cents. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Looking pretty good, though. It'll probably end up back above $1. It was not. Where was it above $1? You've got to go to the 10-second candles. Oh. Oh, I don't have that plan. He said brokers are lying to me. Let me check what TOS says. Oh. It must be because TradingView's not getting a lot of the good data. Like TOS has, for example. That's funny. No, your broker's not lying. TradingView data sucks. QQQ holding that support still very well. SPY resistance 601.28. Come on. It's so close. So stuck. Shorts are covering bigly. Bigly. I like the word there. Tesla is running up into big resistance, speaking of that. 315.50. They had that big rejection right as it broke under this level last time. This has to be on watch for a potential hit. Microsoft starting to bleed a little bit. Looks pretty rough. Pretty rough. Google running well above 180 right now. New high of the day achieved. Wow, 181 coming up into play. Google's on fire at the moment. BRB, something's wrong with one of my robots. What? Go, Google, go. Nike up 3% on the day. It needs to use the area that it just passed as support. 63.60, 63.50. You're liking the recharge on AU gold. You watching the dip for like a dip buy? Is that what you're talking about? I do think gold could end up selling off a bit in the short term. If tensions with the trade war calm down, I think that gold could start to do better. Especially as traders' fears get a lot better. People are very worried about like inflation getting high and things of that nature, so... That Google Play I just made allowed me to keep the NVIDIA Play, really? Why is that? Like it made up for it or something? Hang on one second, guys. Getting some bad people out of here. Got some scammers out here. We know how that goes. The army of mics. LVWR breakout's crazy. LVWR. Whoa, 16%. You're not kidding. LVWR is crazy looking here. Look at that daily chart. 16%. My gosh. Yeah, on Discord. Yep. Just whack two of them. They're so bad that the name, the one that I just whacked was MDIIIII dot. And then the other one was MDIIIIIIS dot. They're gonna run out of MDIIIs eventually. Spy broke out. There we go, 601.30 on the SPY. Very nice action. 1 minute candle breakout finally coming through. Holy shit, are we gonna have it happen here?
It's time!
Watch it not actually be time. That would be a letdown. It broke by a little bit there, and the sellers are pushing it right back down again. We'll see, though. It's at the I think it's at the end here of this consolidation. Let's see what Mag 7's looking like here. Apple's still holding $200 very well today, I gotta say. You know, coming off of yesterday's downtrend, they look pretty solid right now. If we go back to the last time that Apple had this situation was in June of 24, they had one day, which was the first day, which was Monday, where they died off. And then on to the next day, they recovered all the way back up and kept exploding. Obviously, we're not getting that type of movement right now, but it is just something to keep in mind that, you know, there is the possibility of a recovery happening on Apple here instead of a $200 breakdown. I'm sure there's traders going both ways at it, but yeah, no news, no breakout. Oh, you want Greta? Yeah. I said that they're idiots, Timothy. Dumb scammers. I was banning them. Of course, we have a lot of them banned, but... No, you didn't, Timothy. Not me. I'm Tom, though. SPY breaking out, guys. There we go. No news hitting the wire either. Just good movement. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. SPY is getting it done. Looks pretty fire there. Love it. You play with the scammers too? That's funny. Yeah, be careful with the scammers, Timothy. You need to check the warning channel in Discord, please. Yeah, Timothy, you're probably talking to a scammer, man. You need to check out the warning channel in the Discord, please. We will not talk to you like that most of the time. Especially not Mike. Mike will never do that on Discord. SPY 60180 coming up. QQQ continues to hold 531.80 support. The support keeps holding for more bounces here today. Looks nice. Very, very nice holds. Let's see what the SPY can do here. Banks still not moving much. JP Morgan, bit flat. Back to Tesla, still under resistance. Oh yeah, rejected right at resistance. Again, that ended up being a huge resistance level there. I thought that would come into play pretty well. For sure. Mike doesn't even do Discord though, really, Brain. He might not even accept it. If you want to contact Mike, you'll need to email mike@stockedup.university or just straight up ask him questions in the chat. Like the discussion chat. How much does the bond market affect stocks? A lot, Aller. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it, though. SLV down 0.75%. Looking at the daily chart here. Been popping off a lot lately. It's not too upsetting to see a pullback like this. Let's actually go look at bonds. Relatively, like the US 30-year bond yield has been falling off since peaking recently, which is good. It's holding under 5% now, which is pretty good again. It's not necessarily in the clear yet. The inflation data tomorrow will be pretty big for bonds. I'm expecting it to move things quite a bit. We'll see what direction we end up seeing. Generally, if we see bonds going down, that's generally pretty good for the market. If they're going up, it's generally not the best for bond yields right now. Granted, it's not always correlated at 100%. So keep that in mind too. There's lots of other factors in play. It's not just going to be, oh, bonds are down today, so the stocks are up. You know, that's not necessarily the case all the time. You know, there's a lot more going on in the market than just that. CVNA, Luis says. Carvana. Pretty big pullback, 2% to the downside. Looks like they really failed to break out here above key 350 resistance recently. This looks brutal. Carvana looks like a good put opportunity. Wow. That looks nasty. BVNA. Let's go check out Intel today. All right, still coming up pretty well off their support. They're not looking too bad. Nice. Intel here, $20.82. Looking at it in the short term, head and shoulders pattern is starting to play out very, very well. I mean, very, very well. I would not be surprised in the short term to see a pop more towards like 2120, 2140, 2150, something along there. So watch this dip today. You could be getting like a little advantageous pullback here for you. Casey's beating earnings equals good sign for the economy. What was it, Case? C-A-S-Y, that's right, Casey. It could be a good sign. It's up 14%, up to 509, 510 bucks. There's people in like some small towns around here, like I'd say like about 30 minutes to like an hour from me, where people use Casey's to like eat dinner, like let's say like 6 times a week or something, or like, you know, 5 times a week. Pretty crazy.
This is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word.
Yeah, they did. They're up 13%. Let's look at the numbers real quick. The EPS beat by a 35%. That's pretty good. The revenue beat estimates by only 1%, but still it's solid. What time is this for? I meant inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, inverse head and shoulders, yep. This is a 1 minute of Casey. Go back to Tesla real quick.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Playlist is insane. Appreciate that. This is the 30 million subscriber mix for non-copyright sounds. This one is pretty fire, though, I gotta say. It really all depends, YouTube. I mean, it just depends on how the auctions go, how it's perceived. A lot of the times, I would say nothing. Most of the time, nothing comes from them at all. But every once in a while, you know, you'll get like a bit of a surprise. And then the market has to decide how they want to react to said surprise.
We show up in the party.
It's by rejecting hard.
We show up in the party.
Damn, hopefully it doesn't get back under $600.80 at least, or 601. It's already back under 601.25, or at least it was. Rocket Lab versus Tesla. I don't think Tesla's going to be doing much from Rocket Lab, but, you know, SpaceX involved maybe, but... Rocket Lab's getting crushed though, 4.6% to the downside. They actually just fell under big support as well, where it tried to hold up around 28.40 to 28.50, and yeah, right down through there. Not looking good. Not looking good for them. Not one bit. We're gonna end the poll here. Market pop on the news wins. I will say I was surprised that, you know, 30, what are we looking at here? 31% voted that, you know, it would be flat or down, so it's quite a bit, I guess. Like 1/3.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Man, Tesla's really ripping back here. This looks great. 316 coming in for a breakout.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profane.
Damn, Tessie. Trying to get back through that resistance. It got all the way back through. That's pretty big. Right where it rejected last time, it got right through there this time. We can even see right here, there was like a little red candle, like a little reaction there at it. Getting right through.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Rare sight, GWW, TXRH, and PM are all red on the same day. Texas Roadhouse is red. Wow. 2.39% to the downside. Pretty big pullback, I say. They actually rejected off 200 recently. I forgot placing this alert, but I have an alert set there at 200 for them. Wow. GWW. Oh, Granger. Okay. Granger and Philip Morris with PM. PM. Wow, why are they up so much recently, Tangy? What's the deal with that? Is there like is there something with like the vapes that helps them, or like the Zyn pouches, or? Red dye? Fat on Ozempic? FAT definitely falling off today, down 6%. Very brutal action there. Our music is over. AMD back on watch, Tiger. You watching it for a dip buy? Okay. It is getting close to support, looking pretty good here. People can't stop eating and smoking, Tangy said. Hey Rose, if market drops due to coming Wednesday news, generally how long will it drop? I'm looking to close some positions, thanks. Yeah, I would say if we do get a good market drop coming on the CPI news, considering how much the SPY is up, I think that there could be a couple weeks of downtrend happen. But we would need to have a pretty significant reaction to the news, and I think that the inflation data would need to be quite high for that to happen, but it is plausible. Definitely something that could happen, you know. Oklo's falling. CPI will be fine. See Casey's. I do lean on it being more fine than not. Personally. Oklo is dipping. It's under 53 support as well. Watch for it to test $50 over the next couple days. It is very stuck. And I would not be surprised to see it test this 50 to 48 support once again. All the nuke stocks are dipping. Lots of local profit taking following yesterday's rip. Yeah, it does feel like that. How's URA? Oh, yeah. Big dip. Huge there. Morning, guys. I'll make this quick. I lost money. Now I gotta eat breakfast. Okay, sounds good, Demir. Thanks for the update, man. We're gonna be ending the stream here pretty soon anyways. Got to get some breakfast in, get some Tuesday action going. Watch Tesla for some Tuesday breakout potential. It's looking really good here, the way that it's holding above resistance. I actually like the way it's setting up now. The way it's holding looks solid again. Let's go. Target some good movement there. Protein shake. Hell yeah. I'm going to get that right when we end, Brain. I promise. I really am serious, though. I'm going to get it. Because we're ending right now. So I do appreciate you guys joining up today. Taco Tuesday. Gotta be watching out for more China action today. I think it's mainly going to be pretty slow. I don't think that we're going to hear too much. It is always possible, though. It is always possible. My gosh, I couldn't talk. No problem. Appreciate that. Thanks, Brain, Tangi, Craig. Yeah, great luck today. Walk away with some profits. Secure the bag today. Be scared of the FOMO, especially on some of these crazy stocks, but make nice calculated plays. Losses will inevitably happen, so keep losses small. Do not blow up accounts. Some bags secured. There you go. Under your eyes. Have a blessed one. See you, Craig. See you guys. Have a great one. Talk to you later.